is up, everyone? Here's another video. You see, that is the funny thing about me, peoples. Sometimes I'll go a month or two without doing a video, and then suddenly I'll drop 3 or 4 on you guys at one time because I just have my moods where suddenly I just want to talk to everyone and see how everyone are doing. Hope you guys are doing fine. So, as you all know, I did return my C10. I'm not going to go into all the reasons why, because this really isn't a TV review channel, and I'm kind of tired of talking about that subject and topic. But I did do a video. If you saw my earlier video where I demoed my B7, then you know why. You saw the pictures and you saw the clips. You saw the footage of what this B7 is actually really capable of doing. So I don't really need to explain myself about that anymore. I may steal a page from my friend Brian over at Whisper Status 74 and do my own version of his tech therapy and just talk about TVs and technology and my feelings on the subject and all that kind of stuff. But for now, I want to get back to doing some fun stuff. And recently, someone asked me about whatever happened to Apple TV Weekly. And I was surprised that people cared enough to even ask. So I'm going to do a, nice 10-15 minute video talking about Apple TV, the Apple TV, and some of my latest pickups. And I still love the Apple TV. I'm just waiting for the 4K HDR to come to YouTube, to the YouTube app. And not because I necessarily want 4K HDR. I just want them to change that YouTube app because it is so crummy and so awful, and I don't like it at all. So yeah. Anyway, the big highlight for me for this week in Apple TV Weekly is Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3 are now. I got a free 4K UHD upgrade. Woo! And this is why I love Apple TV, because you get the free 4K HDR upgrades when it just doesn't happen as often as it used to. And more likely than not, they're going to take away your 4K HDR. So it's all over the place now. And that's kind of annoying because you just never know. And originally, again, the Apple TV 4K bots may cost $149 or $200, but you save so much money in all these free 4K upgrades. Like, for example, I have over 400 movies in 4K Dolby Vision through the Apple TV 4K app. And I didn't pay for any of these upgrades, even though I would have went out and rebought all this crap probably at some point. Like, how many copies of James Bond do I have? How many James Bond sets have I bought over the years? And even though I swore I bought the entire DVD set, I bought the entire Blu-ray set twice. And those things were $150. And I know I would have been stupid enough to buy the 4K set. But the Apple TV gave me all my Bond movies in 4K for free. You can't beat that. And now they're giving me Back to the Future the collection in 4K for free. And so I'm gonna open up the Back to the Future. And these are in glorious full screen. So it fills up your entire screen. So if you have a nice 65-inch TV, 55-inch TV, it's in glorious full screen, and you all know how much I hate letterboxing and black bars. But hey, let's go in and check out some of the extras, see what extras are available. I'm turning off the volume because I don't want to get copyright struck on any background music that may be playing. Now, the one thing I really hate about Apple TV is that it automatically plays stuff, and it doesn't. I don't know how to get into the extras anymore. And this is really freaking annoying the crap out of me. I hate the new Apple TV. I really do hate this interface because I want to be able to get to my extras. Where are my extras? How do I get to those? So let's hear. This is my first time clicking into any of this stuff. So here, no. Because you can't tell me there are no extras on this disc because my regular HD copies had a full feature extra session. So let's go back in here. Let's click out. Let's go How do I get to it? Come on, is this a new thing? Do I have to go all the way back into my app? Let's go. Let's go back here, open up my movies. Like, did they update the iTunes app? And this is why I hate digital as well, because sometimes for no reason, stuff just won't work. Oh, that's pissing me off to no end. Let's see. It's working there. So why? And this is what happens when you do stuff live, people. I'm doing it live, uncut, unedited. Why isn't this working? This is BS. But I'm gonna post this video as it is, because I'm not gonna do it a million times. If it's not working, it's not working, and this is the real world usage of the Apple TV and apps in general. But this is why I would never 100% trust digital, because this is bullshit. This is utter effing bullshit. I mean, I have over 1,000 movies on this service. And you're telling me I can't click into the Movies app and actually access my stuff unless I'm assuming if I rebooted the Apple TV Plus, it would show. You know, if I rebooted my box, the stuff would show. You know, it would show up. But it shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to do that. And it's just the principle of the matter. I paid thousands of dollars for my movies, and you're telling me that you fucked up the Movies app and I can't even get into my movies. This is garbage. This is utter garbage. So now that I have to use the Apple TV, the Apple app, which I absolutely loathe. Are you effing kidding me, people? So anyway, let's continue on and pretend like that didn't happen, but I am really kind of pissed. I am. There's no sugarcoating it, people. I'm pissed. I can't up there apparently. You see, this is what I want. I want to be able to get to this screen on every single movie like I used to be able to do. Every single movie in iTunes had this screen. So even if there wasn't any extras, you still had the scene selection option, you still had the cast and crew option, you still had the related option, and you could play your freaking movie. It didn't automatically start your freaking movie. Not everyone wants to just click a button and start the movie right away. I want to be put in the mood. I want to be able to click a button and just see this. So when it doesn't do that on the Back to the Future thing, that is a problem for me. That is a huge problem and a huge issue. I love the fact that I got it for free, so I probably can't complain too much, but I actually can because I bought this set. I bought the HD version of this set, and the HD version of that set did all of that. And I swear, if I went back into the Movies app, I'm pretty sure now I'm going to be stuck with this, and they removed all my extra features. That's bullshit. That is utter BS. But I can't confirm that until that stupid app opens up. But other things that I also got free upgrades for recently was Beetlejuice. I got a free upgrade to Beetlejuice. I also got a free upgrade to the Tom Cruise collection. A lot of the Tom Cruise movies are now available in 4K. And I've owned every Tom Cruise movie digitally. So, and most of that stuff was upgraded recently, but then they removed it. So I had the Minority Report had a free upgrade just 2 weeks ago. I went to look for it and it's gone now. But I also just got a free upgrade to The Firm and Days of Thunder yesterday. So it's all over the place and it's not consistent, and I think it's a little crappy. And again, no extras. And on my Days of Thunder, there were extras on that. I don't know what to say. This is pissing me off. This is why I cannot stand digital. And why I will always probably default to buying physical media. Because once I own a physical, they can't just magically take my features away. They can't take my resolution away. Yeah, it's amazing to be able to get free upgrades, But it's also bullshit when you get the free upgrade and they take away other stuff. I'm so annoyed. I came in good conscience, and I don't know. I'm pissed. And again, when I do these videos, I do them live. I don't script them out. I don't do anything. I just kind of turn on the camera and go. I don't even pre-plan this stuff. I like for you guys to have my honest initial reaction to things. And right now, this is severely broken. I'm frustrated. So anyway, let's go into recent purchases. And let me show you some of the things I recently picked up. And again, in the new even in the new iOS 14, they still broke. It still takes forever to load images. So I bought a bunch of Chuck Norris movies because they're on sale this weekend. So I'm gonna show you those in a second. But I bought Missing in Action for every one of these movies I bought for $4.99. So I'm not spending a lot of money. That's the other thing I love about the Apple TV. So Missing in Action I bought. This movie, A Wilderness of Error. That's not a recent purchase. That's just a trailer. That's the thing. I hate it that they make you quote unquote purchase a trailer, because then it clutters up your stuff if you have a bunch of trailers on your thing. I bought this direct-to-video movie, Ava, which stars Jessica Chastain as a hit woman, as a betrayed hit woman. There's a lot of those movies these days. But it looked good, so I bought it, and it was only like $7.99. So I may review this in a few days. Cannonball Run, when I was a kid, I loved Cannonball Run 1 and 2. And these things have been like $14.99 for like years, and they were recently on sale for $4.99. So I picked those up. There was a huge Clint Eastwood box set sale last week where you get a bunch of Clint Eastwood movies for how much? For like $19. So I snapped that up. So I got Gran Torino, Get Off My Lawn. Get off my lawn, Apple! Get off my lawn! So yeah, they're no longer extras on newer purchases. This is crap. Invictus, I bought. So this collection had Gran Torino, Invictus, which I actually never saw. And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Clint Eastwood directed movies, but I did like Gran Torino. I did love J. Edgar. $1 Million Baby, I don't understand why that movie was hugely popular, but I hated it. Mystic River, I don't even remember. Unforgiven, I've always loved, and this is in 4K HDR. And again, I think, at least I get my special features here. Let's see what's included. Commentary track, all on account pulling. I don't know what that means. Eastwood and Company making of gallery, yeah, that not bad. And I got the free 4K upgrade because I always on this movie. And Space Cowboys again is another Eastwood movie that was part of that collection. Not bad at all. And why isn't this stuff on HBO Max anyway? Why do I have to buy it? Oops. Let's go back over here. And again, so there's a huge sale. So You've Got Mail, Swimming with the Sharks. When I was younger and I watched this movie, the first time I watched this movie, I thought Buddy was an absolute asshole. But then as I grew older and actually got into the workforce, I realized Guy was an absolute smuck. But if you never saw this movie, Swimming with the Sharks is one of Kevin Spacey's earliest movies, and it is absolutely brilliant. It's about inside look at Hollywood, and Kevin Spacey is Kevin Spacey is in this movie is amazing. You should watch it. Trains to Busan, again, must watch movie. You should watch it. It's a good kind of end of the world zombie, beginning of the zombie apocalypse movie set in China, I believe, and is in subtitles. But it's a really nicely done movie. It was $7.99, 21 bridges because Chadwick. Blue Velvet, I never saw it, but it was $4.99, so I really wanted to. So I really want to watch it because it's one of those classic kind of film noir movies that everyone talks about. So I really want to watch that. Deliverance. I never had an interest in this, but I love Burt Reynolds. I love Burt Reynolds in his prime, Burt Reynolds. So yeah, I'm gonna watch that at some point. Clerks. I own the entire Kevin Smith collection on Vudu, but for some reason I never bought it on iTunes. And, that's because I don't want to buy stuff twice, multiple times. But it was on sale for $4.99, and I love Clerks. And I love Kevin Smith movies, so I went ahead and bought it. Gone Baby Gone, not a huge fan of this movie, but it's worth a couple of watches. American Beauty, I remember hating it, and I only watched it once, but I feel like I want to watch it again. And again, this was only $4.99. The King of Comedy, Truman Show is an amazing movie. Everyone should watch it at least once. Walking Tall, classic. Tom Cruise, Last Samurai. And I don't think this is in 4K, Dolby Vision. But I wouldn't expect this one to be. But again, no extras. So if we go over, have you noticed how much I lost my energy and zeal to do this after the opening and realizing all the extras are gone and the changes just aren't good? They really aren't. So let's see what we have. We have Star Wars is on sale, so The Rise of Skywalker. Let's see what the bundle cost is. The $80. That's a heck of a lot of coin for this. Especially when you can get the 4K Blu-ray set for what? Well, I think I paid $200 for my 4K Blu-ray set. But the fact of the matter is Disney doesn't support 4K HDR on iTunes Store purchases. So that's pretty crummy of Disney and sleazy of them. Because they want to be able to charge you a premium price for a digital 4K, which is ridiculous. 3-movie collection, the sequel trilogy. So I don't know why people would buy these movies individually at not $10 when you can just buy the full thing. But again, you're not going to get the 4K HDR version, so you have to buy that from either Movies Anywhere or Vudu, and you have to pay a premium, which is disgusting. I really hate Disney, and I worked for those clowns, so I have a right to say I hate Disney. Yes, people, I did work for Disney. I did a project for Disney for a year. So yeah. I normally don't talk about what I do in real life, so that's all I'm going to say about that. But you'll be amazed at some of the amazing companies I've worked with in the last, 20 years of my career. So here's this weekend only. So you have a few days left to get this deal, but $5 you get a lot of great movies, and I think I own all of these, so it's why I didn't bother. But here, let's see if I click in. So American Made, another Tom Cruise movie, and again, this movie was in 4K. Oh, it's still in 4K HDR. Never mind. And I actually specifically bought the 4K HDR version of this, so. And that includes my info and extras, so that's good. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this. Haywire, again, it's another one of those female assassin, been done raw movies. And I haven't gotten, I may have to have a trilogy of movies while I watch Haywire, that A movie I just bought, and the other Charlize Theron action movie. But they all follow the same pattern, where they're a government assassin and they get betrayed by the government agency they work for, and then they go, or even standard paint by the numbers stuff. But, if you're in the mood for it, Hot Rod, Didn't Care. The Walk, We Walk. I always think of the Time song, The Walk. It's a good movie. Everyone should watch it. Ooh, Police Story 3. This is Jackie Chan in his prime when he was Chop Suki, kick-ass action person. But I'm not going to buy part 3 and not get part 1 and 2. So, I'm not buying this. Daredevil, I think was criminally savaged it's not that bad of a movie, people. Especially, it is not that bad of a movie. Yeah, there's some groan-worthy moments, but you know, you don't throw out an entire movie just because there are a few like eyebrow-raising moments. So I like Daredevil for what it was. Nerve, I don't even know what that is. I already own the Rambo collection, but you can get it. You can get Rambo for $5. Red Line, not sure what that is. The Expendables, $5, but you might as well just buy the Expendables collection because you can always get that bundle for about $18, $19. So you're better off just buying the bundle collection if you like the Expendables. Plus, it should be in 4K. I think it's in 4K HDR. Yep, 4K Dolby Vision. Ghost Rider. Ooh, I don't think I have this. Let's see. No, I don't have it. Boom. Actually, it's in the Stars app. Maybe I'll just watch it on this. I'm not going to buy this. I'm going to just get that on the Stars app. Call it a day. Speed Racer. One of my all-time favorite movies. This movie was criminally underrated. And I actually only watched it once. So I can't say it's my all-time favorite movie when I only watched it once. But I think I was the only critic on one of the only critics on Rotten Tomatoes to give it a fresh rating. And when I reviewed it, I gave it an A, maybe an A+. I love this movie. I love Speed Racer. And while this wasn't exactly like the cartoon, that's perfectly fine. It's a visionary movie, very colorful, very ahead of its time. I wish they would put this movie in 4K, because 4K HDR, because it would absolutely look brilliant, especially if it was a high nit count 4K HDR. Brilliant movie, absolutely brilliant. Stroker Ace. I never saw this movie. I may have to with Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton. Let's open that one up. Yeah. Oh, also in Stars, so I don't have to buy it. Thank you, kind folks for Stars for giving me a free subscription. Jumper. This is one I never saw. I've owned this since, for 5 years, and I've never actually saw this movie. The people at Fox sent over the Blu-ray for this a long time ago, back when I used to get tons of free stuff. Rambo. Again, all the Rambo movies are on sale, but you're probably better off buying the box set for $19.99 as opposed to buying this individually for $5 each. The Descent. So here's where you get into your Chuck Norris stuff. Code of Silence, The Delta Force. Love that movie. Love it. Delta Force 2, cheesy goodness. Lone Wolf, well, all of these movies are cheesy goodness. Lone Wolf McQuade, Missing in Action. This is back when they really did good, straight up, you did me wrong. I'm gonna chop you to death with action movies. Yeah. So Missing in Action 2 is the one you guys should absolutely watch if you've never seen it. And I know some of you youngins are watching this. Check out Missing in Action 2. Action Point. Don't know what that is. Nitro Circus, I hate stuff like that. Project A, more Jackie Chan goodness. Jackass, hate stuff like that. Bad Grandma, hate stuff like that. Avengement, Debt Collectors, The Assignment, Cliffhanger, Sneakers. I may have to buy. I did buy Sneakers last time it was on sale because I remember when HBO. I have never watched this movie. And I remember when HBO first launched, this was the only movie shown on HBO for 2 or 3 years, really, with Sneakers. It was in constant rotation, but my parents never let us have cable. I didn't have cable when I was growing up because my parents were evil and they wouldn't let us have cable. And of course, the minute we moved out, they got cable, and they got the full cable package just to spite us. So, but yeah, we didn't have cable growing up. And it is like my parents couldn't have afforded it if they really wanted to, as they proved once we moved out. But yeah, that's it. So that's it for Apple TV Weekly. This has been an emotional roller coaster for me. Oh, Antebellum is on for $20. I'm kind of curious about that, but I don't want to watch another movie about slavery. So I probably would never watch it. Ava, again, you have Mulan. Secret Garden, $15. I kind of hate movies where you're like, is it real or is it really happening in their heads? I hate those kind of movies. Wolf Walker, don't care. Don't even know what that is. So actually, I think we're finally reaching a point where iTunes and these digital movie people are running out of stuff they could feature each week because there just aren't any new movies being released right now. So yeah, it's slim pickings, very slim pickings, people. So anyway, this was just a rambling, kind of fun video I wanted to do, but it started off badly. Sorry about that, and sorry for the cussing. I try to be better, but I'm really annoyed about the changes. Actually, here, let's go back in. See if the Movies app is working now. Nope. I'm assuming I have to reboot the machine in order for the Movies app to work. I'm frustrated. Oh, TV. Let me show you my new TV pickups. My recent TV pickups include... I still buy TV shows whenever they're on sale. Again, this is just a trailer. I bought the 100 at the beginning of the season. I love the 100. I love the 100 up to season 4. I need to do a recap video on the series finale because I cried like a baby last week. I really did. And I haven't watched the show in 2 years, but I know the cast fairly well. Fairly well. I've interviewed them so many times, and they know me, kind of. But so I really want to do a recap of my entire history with the 100 and the series finale. So that may be a good 30-minute video I do later this week. Smallville was finally on sale recently for like $40 for the entire series. So I snapped that up because this thing is normally like $200, and it was briefly on sale 2 weeks ago for $40. So I had to get that. Roswell, even though I despise the fact they changed the music, and the music was an integral part of the show, and season 2 was awful. I still think season 1 of Roswell is probably one of the very best first seasons of any TV show in history. I really do. I may actually do a top 10 list of my all-time favorite first seasons of episodes, first seasons of TV series, and Roswell would definitely be in that top 10. Angel also had a really strong first season as well. And Angel was also on sale for like $19.99, so I picked that up. So these were the only pickups. I'm buying less and less TV shows now because I reached a point where I got everything I want. And actually, let's see if there's anything on sale. You can get the complete 100 box set for $29.99. If you like post-apocalyptic programming or shows that are always like challenging and weird and beautifully shot, the 100 complete series box set, $29.99. Highly recommend it. Although I hated season 5, 6, and 7, but highly recommend it. The Big Bang Theory, never watched it, don't care. The Good Fight, I have that on CBS All Access. How many freaking Manson family documentaries and TV shows do we need? Really, this is like, what, the 100th? I won't be watching this. Archer, love the cast. I talked to him a couple of times. At Comic-Con, there was this really awesome party that they had on a boat. And it was called Archer on a Boat, and it was awesome. It was amazing, and they did a live read of it. So basically, it was the entire cast of Archer were on this yacht, and they did an entire read, and they were clearly drunk out of their ass. and then Aisha Tyler was all over the place. It was hysterically funny. I think I have a video clip of that on my YouTube channel somewhere. And it was funny because Mekhi Brooks, the guy who plays Jimmy Olsen, was sitting beside me on Supergirl, was sitting beside me. So we were just like hanging out most of the night and laughing at this. And it was just great. It was awesome. One of my favorite Comic-Con moments. Outlander, I never seen. I really got to watch at some point because it's right up my alley. Don't know what Vandervalk is. I already watched The Boys, Yellowstone. There. I still gotta watch Fargo. I gotta download that AMC app so I can watch the entire season of Fargo. Chris Rock, come on, people. Chris Rock in a serious role. What can go wrong? I love Chris Rock. Gilmore Girls, I actually really loved the first season. Never got around to completing this show. Schitt's Creek, I watched the first 2 seasons. Brilliant show. Never got around to finishing. Got into other things. Walking Dead World Beyond, I may do a review on this one, a video review, because I watched it and hated it. Vinyl, I need to watch. I love movies about the industry or TV shows about the industry. Better Call Saul, never got into the whole Breaking Bad thing. Even though Giancarlo loves me for some reason. And then we have 50 Rich on Fox. I really like that show. Because every once in a while, I just want a good, over-the-top, stupid, old-school, sussy kind of show that reminds me of Dallas and Dynasty and Knots Landing. And this has the makings to be that type of show. We don't have enough of these kind of shows, actually, on TV. I don't know. And I think that's about it. LA's Finest. Actually, if you ever wanted to know what happened to... This is actually a spinoff of Bad Boys. I need to watch this because I bought it a while ago. But this is a spinoff of Bad Boys. It features Mike Lowry's sister. Remember in Bad Boys 2, Mike Lowry had a sister who was an FBI detective? This is her. So, yeah, Bad Boys got a spinoff. And it's weird that they never talk about it or promote it. Criminal Minds is a show I've always wanted to watch. I just never started. And yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I've already said that about 3 or 4 times, but I mean it this time, people. So anyway, I'm going to go. Hope you guys have a great day. And if you made it this far into this long rambling video, say, Michelle, digital sucks. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.